CBS Art Sound, nơi cảm xúc thăng hoa.
Okay, so hi guys, and welcome to CBS Art Sound episode 45. And today I would like to choose the topic of an umbrella of life. You know, because life is a big umbrella. It could maintain many story and many inspiration for us to do and to work out there. So yes, and today I so honored to invite Mr. Jun Nguyen-Hatsushiba. He is the founder of the school DBI, teaching designer on creativity, contemporary artist. So could you have a talk to introduce a little bit about yourself?
Right. Oh, okay. So thank you, Lan, for inviting me today.
Yeah.
I think this is very special for me because this is my. I've been out of the country for almost 10 years.
Yeah.
And now I'm back in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And I have this opportunity to talk about life.
Yeah.
You know, that's a big subject, but I think everyone needs to think about life. So it's a good topic.
Yeah. It's been 10 years, right? 10 years for the last time you have been here, right?
Yes.
And for general thing, do you feel any difference from the last time until this moment now?
You mean the country itself?
Yeah, the country, how it look, and just like and the second thing about how you feel, just like because when you be in an environment, you may feel something, you may feel the vibe and feel the things around you. Does it change? Does it make you think about anything? Yeah, stuff like that.
Well, I'm sure everyone can tell the difference after being out for 10 years.
Yeah,
the city itself is more developed and built, especially District 1.
Yeah.
But some parts I don't see much change, like small stores in outside of city.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm back to the place I was.
Yeah.
And personally, of course, I've changed in many ways.
Yeah.
So my perspective might be different from before.
Yeah. So that's good, right? I mean, it's good when the development does not change everything, right? Everything, some kind of thing could be remain in the same, right? To I mean, just like some traditional market, right? It's hard to replace all of them by supermarket, right? And it keeps its traditional vibe out there, so people can keep reminding about their traditional behavior and habit. Yeah. So it's also, I think, the memory of many people out there when they have traveled, work, live abroad several times, and then they have turned to coming back, right? So they may feel like, oh, it's still there, and we still have the emotion connection with where we have been so long, right? So, you know, I do believe that as we all know, life is a big hub of inspiration, right? So, which one do you know? Which one could be the better one? You know, because we have many inspiration out there, but which one is suitable and which one is good for an individual at the moment? So, do you have any advice on that?
So, am I advising to the younger audience?
Yeah, to the younger audience, because our main audience is about from 18 to 25. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And the second one is 30 to 34.
Okay. All right. So,
I see.
So your question is interesting because, you know, inspiration can come from almost any place.
Yeah.
Anytime, when you're not expecting.
Yeah.
You know, it can come.
Yeah.
So for me, I can be inspired almost any place, anywhere.
Yeah.
Because I allow myself to just be at that place.
Yeah.
And it's almost like breathing air. You know, we have to breathe air to live and survive, right?
Yeah.
And for me, the inspiration is like that. You just kind of breathe that space or that moment, and something will come into you.
Yeah.
So I don't think about which inspiration I need or where I need to go. I just absorb, like a sponge. You know, the sponge will absorb all the moisture
Yeah.
So it's in similar way. I gather, and then after that, whatever makes me to activate myself,
Yeah.
that would become something that inspired me.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Thank you for your answer. I think that it could be. I have a same point on that. Just like the light out there is interesting, right? They have many more. I mean, so much more thing that we have not know and have not learned, right? So just be open and be able and be ready to deal with everything, right? To make sure that just like I just think about it's a post spot. I mean, active and active learning and stuff like that, right? But just be absorbed and be ready to be adaptable to the environment out there. So,
Yeah, it's
importantly, open mind, right? Open mind can lead us to everywhere, right?
Yeah, I want to associate inspirational situation to taking photographs.
Yeah,
because I begin to enjoy taking street photography.
yeah, yeah.
And when you are taking pictures, some people think that you have to take something.
Yeah.
You know, for example, you have to have a model or you have to have an object.
Yeah.
So you have something to take.
Yeah.
It could be landscape, but they're thinking that you have to have something to capture with the camera.
Yeah.
But in street photography, whatever you see, the moment you can capture them.
Yeah.
And that's almost similar to what I'm trying to say about absorbing what you see, absorbing what you feel.
Yeah.
As your inspiration.
Yeah.
So street photography has helped me to see more and absorb more.
Yeah. Just like for the moment, we have passed by, heard before that the more expensive camera is our eye, right? Yeah. But the one who can help us to remind the thing is the camera, and we take a photos. Then it can help us to remind and to spread that spirit or inspiration to other people on social media or stuff like that. Yeah. And as I like before, one student had a project about the app application, just like for storing photo and for storing memory and stuff like that, to just like to remind people. And I think it's a common point out there when people think that the busy life and the stressful life enough for them, right? So they be able to keep the good memory, the positive memory. So it's for them to make just like the inner power, inner energy, positive energy instead of them to help them overcome things in life. So, do you have any inspired by another people? I mean, the specific people, or
when that question is asked, it always comes to my father. Because he had a different life, and sometimes I feel like I am continuing his life. So he's Vietnamese. He was born in Vietnam, and then he went to Japan to study, and he married, and I was born in Japan. But later on, we moved to the US. But I know that he wanted to be here in Vietnam because this is his home country. So for me to be back and living here, it's like continuation of his dream. But he really inspired me because he moved to different places, and he had to adapt to the different culture, different community, different individuals. And we made an interesting promise. When I graduated from high school, I didn't want to go to university.
Don't want to.
No, well, I didn't have any plan to study at university. And for the parents, I think most parents want the kids to go to university, right? Or at least continue some kind of study. So he was worried that I will not go to university. So I made a promise with him that I will go to university, but I will choose my major. I mean,
So
I should,
you
of
decide
course,
by your,
yeah, of course, I should choose, right? Because I'm the one who's
Yeah.
going to study.
Yeah.
But you probably know, many parents would like the kids to go into become a doctor, become a engineer,
Yeah.
or become a lawyer. One of those three.
Yeah.
So I understand that, but of course I didn't want to be one of them. My father's an engineer, and I told him that I will promise to go to university because I want to study art.
Yeah.
And the promise is I will do something with art. So that inspired me to try different ways as I learn at the university, how to prove to him that I can do it. So that really inspired me, trying to keep that promise with him. Without that promise, maybe sometimes you don't feel good about what you're studying, so you might quit or you might do something else. So
Thank you for your answer. I do think that it's similar in Vietnam, right? Because university, I know nowadays that the parents' mind could change a little bit, just like they could accept their kids to do things that they like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I mean almost more than 80%. So people we must feel safe if the kids could take class at university and stuff like that, right? But it could lead to things just like when you choose a major to study in university. Yeah, but after that you realize that you're not good enough or you are not interesting enough in the subject. So you choose to study in different one. And you may get the set on this one. Just like before, right? I had a BA on business management. Yeah, at school in Bolton, and then I realized that graphic could be the one I could express myself. Yeah, and just like create a solution out there. So it's quick, right? I think that from the class I have a chance to teach at TBI. Many students in the same case, right? Many, I think, they even for the student they have a grade 8. Yeah, grade 8 and just grade 2A or last year student, they still not still be confused about what they choose in life to study, because I have heard before, right, in the other country, right, I mean they have a more clear training course mentoring or stuff like that. I mean they could realize student ability and what they can do, so they can squeak them or can guide them to follow the dreams to be the one that they like. And stuff like that. In Vietnam, I think not all people have strong enough to stand up out the parent. Yeah, we have the one who take it, who do what they want and be successful in his career. Yeah, but not all of them be ready and be strong enough to stand out there, to raise their voice, to follow their dream, or to do what they need. Right?
Yeah. I guess if you ask about when to choose or how to choose for your future, I don't think I begin to think to choose. In my case, I didn't spend time to think about what I want to study. I just thought about what I don't want to study. So it's like eliminating. I don't want to be doctor. I don't want to be engineer. I don't want to be lawyer. I don't want to be, restaurant owner. Just kind of beginning to clear up, and then I realized I like making art. I like creating. I like making music. So it's all about making something. So I didn't have a choice. Well, maybe I could have a choice, but that was the process for me. I didn't think about what I want. I just thought about what I did not want, and then leftover came to me.
I think it's good, right? I mean, when you know what you want and what you really want, and then to do the process, so you can modify it, not change it totally, but modify and add in subtract the things. So just like the things could go directly to the way that you want, but you can add in something. You may study something more and absorb something more, and be inspired by something more and more during the journey. So that's good. Some people, I think, I have a friend, I mean, that graduated before me 1 or 2 years, but before he studied IT in tech, I think, so he switched to graphic design, but he spent 2 years, so he's not ready to move on, not ready to switch the career. So I told him that you should do it because it could be late. It could be quite late. You're still waiting and still confused. So make the decision right there, right? I mean, it's just like the fear is people that are afraid that they can switch to that career is good or not, and it's just like it's normal thing in life, right? When you especially changing your career path, so it's just a start all over again, right? It's a pressure on them, and and now I think he got a shopping agency, right? And he's working over there right now.
Yeah, good.
You know, because it's you know, for creative part, I think many people mention about that there is no limit for age or stuff like that, right? Yes, I do agree on that point. Just like when you still want to be inspired, when you still want to share, when you still want to do interesting thing, right? So it's called for you, a slot for you to do out there. But for one thing, in the younger generation, right, they could be more active, they could have more potential one, they could have more advantage, they could just like, it's hard to compete when the one changing the career at the late age. So what do you think about this?
At the later age?
Later age,
I think creativity is almost same as conditioning your body, like working out or doing the exercise every day. You know, because it's basically your brain muscle. So you know, if you're conditioning yourself with a different, by experiencing different things, I think you can change at any time. So my thought is, don't try to go to class to learn something to become someone. I mean, that sounds like a clear path. You know, you go to school and then you learn something and you do something with it. Right? It sounds obvious, but there's many other things that comes in life that's part of you or part of us, the different experiences. You don't get all the experiences at school. So at the orientation day at DPI, I usually talk about different skill sets. Don't expect what you will do as a graphic designer to just come from graphic design school, because you can get graphic design ideas eating pho, you know, in the morning, or just walking in the city, or driving the motorbike. You know, that's the source. That's where the ideas are. So going to school is one part, but not everything. And same, you can be young, you can be old. If you really want to do something, I think there's many opportunities.
It's just like the slogan of Nike, right? Just do it, right?
Just do it.
It's not important, no light until you do it. So it's so
if
take your turn, right?
Right, take your turn. You just do it. Start it, and you have some taste of it. Right, and then you will expand if you keep on doing it.
I think it's an interesting part. because just like some friend at the same course as me, right, is afraid that it's easy to get a job or not, right? But now that I get a job and this could be fine on time, right? I mean, I also thought to myself, right, just try your best to do things, right? Just like put effort on doing it nice, doing it with a good manner, and whatever the result may come from. Now, it may not now display at the present, but in the future another place, another one. I mean, everyone will deserve to have something back after the hard working time and do it seriously with high ambitions and try good effort for completing it. Right.
Yeah, I think it's conditioning how you think about every day. I also talk about it, the orientation day, about welcoming different experiences. You know, sometimes we experience something that we don't like to do, and someone may ask, or maybe your parents will ask, please do this for you, please do this for them, and you don't want to do it. But if you take that and just do it because you can get the experience, you know, including washing dishes or cleaning the table or something very, very simple, you know, going through that experience, you gain that experience point. And like when you play the game, the only way you can get to the next level is raise your XP, experience point. So I encourage students to think about gaining as many experiences as possible, because that's the only way you can level up to next level, including, of course, graphic design. So you can play the game of life like you play the game of video game.
So it just be the circle of on things, right? And the light out there, just like the better for us to come and enjoy and you know, just it's, you know, when the things go up and down, or we face the thing that unexpected or the thing that we don't want. So people feel like, well, it's just life. You just say like that, right? It's just life.
Yeah, I mean, some people use that. It's just life, so things happen.
Yeah.
There's two ways to understand it.
Yeah.
One is very relaxed way, like you know, things happen.
Yeah.
So you have to accept it.
Yeah.
But the other way to think about it is things happen, so let's apply it.
Yeah.
You know, it's two different energy. One is kind of lazy, and the other one is you take that moment as opportunity for ourselves to grow, because you're getting that experience. You know, we never know if that experience can help us tomorrow.
Yeah. But for the one that we don't expect, so it could be causing a little bit of negative power or stuff like that, right? So in your case, how do you do it as one?
Okay, so I think about cause and effect.
Yeah.
It's like a principle or concept.
Yeah.
It comes from Buddhism.
Yeah.
Cause and effect. So when you put cause, there's going to be some kind of effect.
Yeah.
It could be immediate effect.
Yeah.
Or it could be, you know, it could happen later on in your life.
Yeah.
Or it could be your next life. You know, who knows? But it's like when you drop a pen like this, you know, if you release it, it's gonna hit the ground.
Yeah.
Because there's a gravity.
Yeah.
Right? It's not going to float. So my thought is, you know, think about what kind of cause we are making, so that we can kind of not really control, but you can forecast what you can expect in your future.
Yeah.
I don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah, I know.
So sometimes we meet some unexpected situation.
Yeah.
And you don't like it. But you can think, if I do this or if I go through this, maybe it can be beneficial for me in the future. because it's going to be the cause
Yeah.
and the effect will be over there.
Yeah.
So if you can begin to connect that quickly, then you can just do it instead of saying, oh, I don't like this.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's okay if you don't do it well the first try,
Yeah.
Whatever that you are challenging,
Yeah.
because you're building yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Like first time when you go to the gym, you can't lift that heavy weight.
Yeah.
But maybe second day or third day, or maybe 1 month later, if you're doing it consistently, you'll be able to, lift a heavier weight.
Yeah.
Right?
Just like the more we try, and the more good thing will come now later, or as you say in the next slide, right? I just say that for some stop just like doing and waiting for so long. Just like the reason that's why I created sports card. The main purpose is sharing things and giving motivation out there for people, right? And I'm so happy that I received some feedback that I feel motivation and and be able to inspire them a little bit on their journey of doing something or stuff like that. And I think that I'm so happy that although when you're doing something right, we should focus on how it can make the profits, right, and stuff like that. But until now, I do think that it's good. But I'm still focused on my main reason, my main purpose for doing until now.
Yeah, the word purpose is very important.
Yeah.
And it would be great that if many of us at the younger age can identify that purpose.
Yeah.
Why are we here?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be big idea, but in anything that we do, if you can have purpose, then we are fulfilling something.
Yeah.
To actually accomplish something.
Yeah.
Right. So, if we can have purpose to different things, it makes sense for us to do it.
Yeah. Oh, just like when you were a little kid, right? It's not about supply, it's just like what you are dreaming to becoming before you don't have any career part or any thinking about what you will do and any major you may follow in university. So, what is the dreaming to be?
So what were my childhood dreams to be?
Yeah.
So when I was living in Japan,
I
remember I wanted to be one of the three. One is pop singer.
Yeah.
Okay. Pop singer.
I'm the same.
Same?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. Second was a soccer player.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if you have that.
No, I don't have
No.
that.
Okay. Right. And the third was the president.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to be president for some reason.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't the power to control, but just the image of being with the people to maybe help.
Yeah.
I thought of president as someone who help people,
who support people out there, right?
Support people, or bring up the spirit of society.
Yeah.
So I began to read books on Gandhi because my mother gave me different kinds of books. Einstein was one of them. John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
Different famous individuals.
Yeah.
And I remember reading John F. Kennedy's story. He was assassinated, right? And I asked my mother, do you think I will also get shot?
Yeah.
And she said, if I'm too sensitive, maybe. So I began to feel like, am I too sensitive with the different things? Because she usually told me that I'm very, very sensitive. So I began to worry a little bit. But anyway, those are the three dreams I had.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that at teaching at the school and just like giving inspiration and support for the student out there, just like it's not the phrase officially right, but you can play a role of doing things to support people out there, right?
Yeah. I think so, and I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope I'm doing something like that.
Yeah, so I think that's good.
And I hope you're doing that too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you are.
Just like before, right? At the first time when I graduated from university, I work at marketing side, but we are representative for the school in the US, the list of high school. There are over 100 US high school in the US, and we recruit students for them, right? And just like when I switched my career to graphic design until now, so I had a chance coming back to teaching, just like it, just close to education field that I have to jump in at the beginning, right? Just like I think one of my friends used to say to me that they don't think that because they think that education is a very basic one, just like not of young people or young things could be interested in education, because I think it could be a little bit serious or stuff like that. In some people may think like that, right? So she surprised when I choose to register for the school at that age. Yeah, but I do think that for whatever I did, just like an education field, just like in a school or until now, when you do things that you like and you do things that you love, just like you feel like you being yourself on that stage, right? Everyone have their own stage, and
Yeah, there's one image I want to show you.
Yeah.
I showed this at orientation day because I think it's important, or maybe not the orientation day. I showed this in my first lesson.
Yeah.
You probably did not see this when you were studying, but here it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see.
Oh, you rest.
Okay. So it says, I only teach what I love to do.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think when you begin to teach, you are actually, all the materials is something that you love to do.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why you're sharing.
Yeah, yeah.
So this is my principle, or this is my way of teaching my class.
Yeah, yeah. I think.
I don't like to teach something that I don't enjoy, or
the
technical things that I may not even use.
Yeah.
So creativity fits me very well, I think, because in creativity there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
So I could be talking about anything, and it's fine.
Oh, it's good. What's about no right or wrong? Just like it's based on the point of view, right? The point of view. But if for some point, right? For some point or for something that you're sure on it, and how can you talk to yourself that just like pay attention on it and don't give up and stuff like that.
So that's the question, right?
Yeah.
How to not to give up?
Yeah, not to give up. Just like you were doing things that, just like the thing that you shared about choosing a major, right? Many people are just like the family don't believe stuff like that, but how could we stay strong with what we choose and what we want?
So I think it comes back to the principle of cause and effect.
Yeah.
If you give up, then that's also a cause.
Yeah.
You're putting yourself into something else. You stop doing this, so maybe you will do something else.
Yeah.
So it depends how important it is to you to keep your dream or keep your goal.
Yeah.
If it's not that important, then of course you can change.
Yeah.
But if it's important to you, even though it may be difficult to go through,
Yeah.
We have to try to get to the next level.
Yeah.
So I don't know, sometimes it gets boring with what you do, then try to make it so it becomes interesting for you.
Yeah.
You just have to find a way so that you can see the next stage.
Yeah.
Because we cannot see the next stage, and then if the boredom of your work or difficulty of your work is saying you should stop, you can never see what happens if you can finish this and go to the next stage.
Yeah. I see.
I don't know if that answers
Yeah.
your
It's
question.
good for me, right? And for just like usually people talk about a job, right? A job, a career path. They could say like choosing what you love to do, or choosing what you love or what you like.
Mhm.
And some people say that it's not depend on what you like or not. It's a job, so you have to do it. You have to complete it.
Mhm.
But the others say like the positive energy of doing the thing that we like could help us to reach a higher standard, a higher things in life. So what do you think about it?
I think we can grow to like something. Maybe we don't know that you like what you are doing, but we can learn to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that we have to do sometimes. If you don't like something, we can try it.
Yeah.
And if you still don't like it, it doesn't mean you should give up. You still have a choice. And the choice would be, how can I make this so that I can enjoy it? Because most of us, if you're working, many times you may not meet the thing that you will enjoy, right? You might have a boss talking to you crazy, or you might have customers, they have different opinions. So we have to adapt to what they like, but that's part of creativity. Creativity is not about just designing something nice or something beautiful or making a nice song. It's also how to live. So if we can come up with ways to enjoy what we're doing in a creative way, it can become fun.
Yeah.
Make a little game of your daily task, as if you were playing a game. And then you have that experience, the next experience, and eventually because you're enjoying it by that time, you will see the next stage.
I think it's just like the process of just like a journey of the one in this life, right? Just like go through many things, right? And of course for every stage, it's going to be the difficulties, challenges, and nice things, good things, and stuff like that. So we need to face together to be strong enough to face it, to in order to overcome it and get a best thing in the future. Right. So what do you think about work-life balance?
Work-life
balance.
Oh, work and life balance.
Yeah.
That's sometimes when I'm working, I don't feel like I'm working. Sometimes when I'm relaxing, I don't feel like I'm relaxing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. To me, it's one thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're living, that's already one thing. Why do we have to
just leave them
separate them?
Yeah.
I understand why we have to separate them.
Yeah.
But sometimes I don't know if I'm working or I'm playing.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, I understand. Just like I mean, in some case, just like I could say, but right, just like the moment I want to take rest, or stuff like that. The moment I have to work. With some case, I think that's put it on together is better, right? Easier to control, right?
Yeah.
So we would say like you know, we would say like just working, just like because it's your life, right? It's a part of life. So just work and be happy with it. So in case that you don't feel happy anymore, take a rest and then go back and fighting again, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Physically, if you're tired,
Yeah.
of course you should rest.
Yeah.
You should sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe you should eat good food, right? Yeah, but for me, I don't try to identify this is work and this is not work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I think especially in the creative field,
Yeah. Yeah.
we have to be always absorbing ideas
Yeah. Yeah.
or absorbing things so that it can be converted into ideas.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we don't rest.
Just like I mean, just like just like before, right? I feel a little bit pressure on having a balance, right? But now I do think that to take it easy and do this as best as you can. So whatever it comes, it comes. If it don't come now, it's come later. I would just say come on the line or stuff like that, right? Especially for creativity side. So it's just like when you are not in a good mood. So it's just like it's hard for us to control ourselves to just mean our head it and when to get out of this. So it's just a signal to show you that you need to take a rest or something like that. And then you still feel happy and feel energy and feel like, oh, I can do something more, right? So just do it, right? And when we're concerned about creativity, just like when doing things, I mean, we could see the problem out there in many things, right? Just like by doing things, people can easily be inspired someone, and when you inspire so much by someone, it could be called a copycat, right? So just like
when you are influenced by someone,
but
too much,
but you don't put yourself on it, don't put your thinking, don't put your idea, don't put your development on it. So do you have any advice on the process of inspiration and give you the ideas and development of the things, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Any idea on those three?
So it's the process of doing things and how to do it and how to avoid the mistake of doing the same thing that the others.
So when I was university student studying art, I usually went to the library, different kinds of library. For example, city library, university library, different bookstores. I didn't buy books, but I go there to look through the books. So wherever there's books, because it was before the internet, right? So I didn't have the access to internet. So I go to these different book sources to see if anyone has done something that I'm thinking about in art. And if I see something similar in some books, I get very upset. I feel like, I'm too late. Someone else did it, right? And I had that kind of situation many times. So I spend lots of time looking at different books, just flipping through not just art books, but all kinds of different topics. So the way I want to answer this question is, we have to be wanting to be different. It's like your sensitivity has to be there I don't want to make something that's similar to someone else. So we have to be responsible to do some research. We can ask friends, we can ask other artists, other designers. Have you seen something like this? You know, and maybe someone will say something, and then I will look up that person, because I don't want to have that connection or too close of connection. But even after all the different research, I'm sure someone else will be thinking like me, in somewhere on this earth. So it's okay, I think, to have similar ideas and making something similar, but of course not exactly the same. Just think about, there's so many different painters, the past and now and into the future. They use the same material, or in most cases, you have the oil paint if you paint in oil, and then you have the canvas and you have the brush. So basically the materials are not so different from the past and future, and they're making paintings. So there's going to be someone who's making something similar, but I think it's just a stage to get us to go to the next thing. So don't worry if you make something that's similar. Eventually, if you want to be different, if you have that in yourself, then you're gonna go into different direction.
Yeah, I do believe in that too. Just like for the same topic, right? Just like different people, right? We all have different points of view, right? And I think that every one of us, just like a book, right? Everyone's amazing book have many things inside. So from the point of view, it could be different opinion, different way of thinking. So just be open to accept all the nice thing out there, to and respect another point of view, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just like the people and the life and the human head is amazing, right? Have many things in there, right? And at what I see, the age of technology, right? Things go out. So just like some old things like newspaper and studio or CD or stuff that's going out, right? So some people still, they still get a chance to access to that old things. Not the old things, but just like the previous one, right? To because they feel like it's a more memory value or the quality higher, But at the same time, right, the thing out there are developing, just like the content and thing developing day by day. I think everything have two sides, right?
Oh yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah. What do you think about it?
Well, two sides. That's something I also bring to my class. But the opposites. Everything has opposites. So, and then between the opposites, there's going to be so many levels and degree of shades. Just like in grayscale, there's going to be many grays until it becomes white. So basically, if you want to just do something, and then you can maneuver yourself into one way or the other way to begin to establish your style. So don't worry if you're making something that's influenced by other people, because we are social animal, or social creature, a human being. We will be getting ideas from other people, from the past, and then we will be giving ideas to people in the future.
It's like the ongoing circle, right? Ongoing circle is come around together. So that's why on thing happen. People usually say that on thing happen for a reason, right? That's and the reason to be like that at that moment, at that person, at that time, right? And the hardest thing is um, the people inside that situation, how they can control their emotion to overcome, to face on the thing out there.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't believe in coincidence.
Yeah.
You know, there's, like you said, things have reason to happen. Yeah. So I usually tell this to my friend. It's not coincidence.
Yeah.
You know, you made it to happen,
Yeah.
or I made it to happen.
Just like it's happened because of something that we forgot that we did before, right?
Right.
And now it's an out as is just like something coming late, and we think, right? So we don't remember, right? So it's nice. So
Yeah, even this.
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's not a coincidence.
yeah, yeah.
You know, this is because we were maybe friends before.
Yeah.
Of course, we were friends now, but you know, I'm talking about in the past.
Yeah. You know, just like I saw this one on chain of last year.
Mhm.
It's about 1.5 years. As before, right? Before I think that I really want to do it, but I don't know. I mean, when you want to do something, right? When you do something, but there's still something inside your head. I mean, it put me back, and I cannot do it right now at the moment that I think about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but after on that, I have something for me like when your mind you have to do something, just do it. Don't think about anything. And for the thing that you don't want, I don't like to do, you know, it's need to think more because it to try it first, and then after the first time it didn't work, so just let over it. So do another one. Right. Yeah. So I think that it's going to be nice for today for having you here to
Oh yeah.
sharing about life.
Mhm.
During the process, I think on the question if feeling, on the question if feeling through the time.
Yeah.
Some last talk for the audience out there, right? So what do you?
Last word.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, I don't know. Just life should be interesting. I know that some people have difficult life or hard life.
Yeah.
Some people may have seemingly simple life or simpler life.
Yeah.
Or seemingly beautiful life.
Yeah.
But I think everyone experience life in similar way, whether you are wealthy or not so wealthy, or have different conditions. We are human beings, so we're gonna have some basic similarities. Being happy, being sad, right? Similar feelings. So yeah, let's try to live our life in a best possible way.
Yeah.
So please do something, right? I think the starting point is taking some action. Don't spend too much time thinking, because it's very transparent thing. If you do it, then you can see it.
And you can evaluate it's good
right.
enough to do or not,
right? You
or
can
not to do
evaluate.
again, right?
Right.
Yeah. I do feel the same like you, just like out there for whoever is for whatever is or what we have achieved, whoever it is, we're still human, right? And our experience on things, just like the experience we don't want to have it, right? The other cannot have. So before, just like when my mom just like when she spent time to talk to me about things, just like at the first time I feel hard to listen to, because I know that's the gap generation out there, right? But now I changing my mind to a little bit calm and to be more open and to listen to her well, because I feel like it's interesting, right? Because I can be able to absorb the different points of view, and the things that for the things we heard, we confused, we don't believe in it, but the other people, they like it.
Mhm.
Just mean just I mean being more and more open, not just like no, there's no right or wrong out there, right? So the thing that I keep in my mind is talk to myself to try to stay calm on the time, right? To
Yeah, stay calm.
yeah.
Mhm.
Just the first thing I feel control the emotion well,
Mhm.
and the other then because I think any thinking, activity, or action goes heavily depend on emotion.
Mhm.
It's a positive or negative, so it's easy to switch to another
Mhm.
one, and the barrier is so too
Mhm.
small, right?
Mhm.
To come over. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would like to thank you again
Oh, okay.
to
Yeah, thank you.
joining the episode today.
Mhm.
Yeah. When you for whatever you try to be open enough,
Mhm.
right? But not enough. It's just one people, right? So more and more people. Just like when you go far up, being in a team, so it's better to go far and higher.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's a meaningful meaning of being a team, right? When
Mhm.
people can support the other, can motivate the other to do things, to encourage and to fulfill the thing that the other don't have, and to share things also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you again,
Well, thank
and
you.
hope that you could enjoy your time in Vietnam, and hope that in the future you could have more time to get back to Vietnam to explore more about things out there. And I think
Mhm.
I just told my friend, sorry a little bit.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Keep talking. Just
This
like
is part 2.
yeah, part 2. Just like for Vietnamese, just from my point of view, right? For Vietnamese people, right? I think living in Vietnam is better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially for the food.
Oh, okay.
You want to eat something, right?
Mhm.
You can go straight to the street and
Mhm.
choose it, right?
Yeah.
And I know that in the other country, the standard, the living standard, the support for the government could be better, right? But I do think that just like everything have two sides, right?
Mhm.
It's
Right.
yeah,
Yeah. That's one of the reasons, I came here
yeah,
back in 1994
yeah,
because there was energy. Energy that I did not see living in US. You can have different kinds of energy over there, but the energy that I felt here, it was more like a human to human energy. Many young people at that time, they wanted to learn so many things so that they can get somewhere, and I felt the energy. So that's the main reason I wanted to come back here to live.
And before I think the workforce in Vietnam, I think before, right, people say that the reason why many companies out from the office are hiring the outsourced team in Vietnam because the labor force is very lower than the other country. But day by day, time by time, when the Vietnamese workforce they upgrade themselves better in things, and they will also play a major role in some project or some movie or stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's a good signal. Right before, I think two years ago, it could be a surprise news when Vietnamese could be credited in the film or stuff like that, Hollywood movie. And nowadays, I think they do it
Yeah.
regularly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a good signal, right? And yeah,
Many things can happen.
Yeah. On thing could develop, and on thing is spending, and yeah, and just be your. I think just to myself, just be myself, and do things as good as you can, right? Until if you're tired, take a rest and stuff like that.
Okay, or take
Take a
coffee.
trip. Okay.
There's nice coffee everywhere.
Yeah.
And I like the way you thought about if you're hungry, go to the street.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Just like I have friends and neighbor in the other country, they feel like they had to travel so long for more than 30 minutes, or even cook by themselves, right? It's not like Vietnam, right?
Yeah.
Go straight and buy the things And even though in the country to buy Vietnamese food at a higher price,
Mhm.
I mean 6 times double or stuff like that. It is spent on the thing that you purchase,
Mhm.
right? But it's more expensive, right? So thank you again.
Okay.
So
Thank you.
Okay, so we can finish it.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, goodbye everyone. Thanks for joining the show, and this is it as our episode 45, and hope to see you soon again. Thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye.
CBS Excel, nơi cảm xúc thăng hoa.